Welcome back to this Notion productivity tutorial. So in the last video, we went through and we set up different domains of things that we want to work on, such as I'm working on my business, I've got a note-taking app called Flowtelic, and content creation, if I'm creating content for YouTube. And then we set up these system databases to maintain all our projects and all our tasks, and it's all linked together so that when I go and look at my projects for content creation, I can see what's what. I can go in and I can see the tasks that I need to do on that project. So in this video, we're going to be looking at creating sort of a global view of our tasks so we know what we're working on, what's upcoming, all of that. And then we're going to create a daily focus view, which means every day we only see the things that we need to work on today. And we then get to have recurring tasks for things that we want to keep, sort of build the habits of doing. So let's look at what we can do here. So I've got my projects here, and I have some other things in my Notion from other things going on. But really, we're focused on business, Flowtelic, content creation, our system. I'm going to create a page called All Tasks. Okay. Now, what I will actually do is I'm going to put this in my system so that it sits down here. And the reason I'm doing that, because now I can go Start, and up here is all my tasks. And I'm going to create an icon, some kind of, I don't know, checklist type of thing. Actually, yeah, that will suffice. Now, what we want to do here is we want to create a view. So a database view. Let's just do a table view for now. We're going to link this to tasks. So my system tasks, which we created in the last video. And that's going to show absolutely everything. So if I want to see everything, I just click up here in my favorites. There they all are. And it really is a view of this thing here. But now we want to customize it. We want to do a few things. Let's say we've got a view for all my tasks. Great. I can see the project that it's related to. Maybe I'll move that over there, or let's put that there. This is what I want to do. This is the project. This is the status, and this is when I'm going to do it. But let's create some views here where we say, okay, what about everything I haven't scheduled that I need to work on? So we'll duplicate this here. So I've got the link to the same database. So unscheduled tasks. So I've got all tasks, unscheduled tasks. I'm just going to make this a full width page just so I can see the tabs there. Now, what classifies as an unscheduled task? It is something that I haven't started and doesn't have a due date. So we filter this. I wonder what that split is doing just there. Before I can... Yeah, that's fine. Just make sure Notion catches up. So we're going to filter everything that has a status of not started. Yeah. And let's say in progress. I might have marked something in progress, but I haven't actually done it. So now, if I were to change the states of these, it should disappear. So let's say I was working on the thumbnail designs of my book, or sorry, my YouTube video, and I mark that as done. It disappears off it. It still appears on all tasks, but it doesn't really need to, we don't need to worry about scheduling it in. Then we want to also look at things that have no due date. So we're going to add a filter here, or due date even. So with the due date, I'm going to go to the advanced section up here where is empty. So this is now everything I haven't scheduled. So if I say, okay, I need to incorporate a new company for my note-taking app, Flowtelic, open the company in Company's House. Let's say that was a task. And I'm going to schedule that for next Monday. Then I know I've scheduled it, but I haven't done it. So that goes off here. And the idea here is that you want to use this as a view that allows you to narrow down all the things that are upcoming that you haven't got planned into your workload. So you remove that out of the view. And if this list gets too long, then maybe there's too many tasks in your backlog and you have to be realistic. Am I actually going to do this thing? Why is it not a priority right now? There's something along those lines too. So that is a view there for unscheduled tasks. And then maybe we'll create a new view. So I'm just going to duplicate this and we'll call this upcoming tasks. This might be my default view, for example. So what is upcoming tasks? These are everything that is due, that I need to be worked on today, but also maybe things in the past. Maybe I won't call it upcoming tasks. Let's call this current tasks. Everything that I need to work on today, plus anything I didn't complete yesterday. I think that's more realistic as where my head is trying to go. So let's filter this. So this is everything that is either to do or in progress. But now the due date is not empty, but is on or before. And then we can switch to the advanced filter. So where the due date is on or before, and I can say today. So now I can get all incomplete tasks where I said I was going to do it today or in the past. So let's look at an example here. Let's say I haven't recorded this video that I'm doing and I said I was going to do it on Monday in the past. So now when I go to my current task, that appears. I haven't done it. I should have done it. But let's say I've got this task here where it's in the future. It doesn't appear on here. I don't need to worry about it. So that means whenever I'm working on things, I can just go all tasks, current tasks, and this is now what I need to work on. And what we can do is we can now switch this layout to a board view where we group it by status. I'll just let Notion catch up. It's spinning. There we go. Still spinning, so it's got the views. So everything I've not started, everything in progress and everything done. And then the tasks come here. So going back here, if I go and say outline the video, I want to work on that today. That goes there. It should be then in my current task. And then I can drag the squash back. I'm going to work on the outline. I'm going to show that that's done. Somehow I've managed to make that completely disappear. That's very interesting. Outline the video, done. Okay, it's just Notion is being extremely slow. Actually, no. The Notion is actually fine. I've got an error here in my filter because I said I don't want to see things that I've done. So actually, maybe that's not correct. I do want to see things that I've done today, but if I did it in the past, then I don't want to see it. Now let's think of that as a more complex query. And this is good. This shows us how to build up more complex queries. So if we go to the rules settings, so let's turn this rule into a group. So we're going to say everything that's in the past that I haven't completed or everything today. Those are the two conditions. So I can say where the due date is on or before. I'm going to change that to anything before today. Add another rule. And my status is either in progress or to do. And then I'll say, and then I'm going to add another group here. It doesn't need to be a group, but it keeps it nice and neat. Or the due date is today. And then I can remove this filter, which is duplicate to my two rules. So I've got this more complex rules here. So where the due date is before today and the status is not started or in progress. And then I actually want to change that to or it's just today. Now I can drag things across my current tasks like that. But if something slips into tomorrow and, the date becomes in the past, like some of these, then they'll also appear. So if I add design the book cover, I should have done that on, let's say, Tuesday, yesterday. Put that in there, design the book cover. But interestingly, because the due date is in the past, the moment I put it there, it will disappear, which is fine. It's really the workflow. You should be updating your due days. If they slip, keep it current. Stop having like lots of tasks from the past that keep appearing in your view. Otherwise, that makes things a little unpleasant. You can create another view here just to highlight those items. Oh dear, I didn't get everything I wanted done. Create a view for that, so I can see those. To do that really quickly, let's say duplicate this. So slipped tasks. Those are things in the past that I should have done, but I didn't get done. I will filter that. Anything to do in progress where the due date is on or before, is before advanced filter, where the due date is before today. These are the things that have slipped. So where the due date is before today and the status is to do. So what I would need to do is update those dates, and then they'll appear on the right view. So that's how you create a global tasks view. What we'll do in the next video, we'll cover how to create a daily focus. So we've got our tasks, we can surface those. What would a daily focus look like? And then what are the recurring tasks that I want to do in each day?